Hey guys, what's up and welcome to our official DXtrade tutorial. Now, we decided to launch this video seeing that there are still people that may not be able to use the platform effectively or just don't know how to use the platform straight off the bat. So we saw that and we're like, you know what? Let's just drop a video to solve that issue. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw the X-Rate, I myself personally wasn't a fan of just how the platform looked and feel, but after using it for a bit, I actually thought that this might be your all-in-one trading platform. It has really cool things like TradingView and AI integration for your charting UI, and the placing orders thing, as well as the training dashboard, it's all here. So you know what? Let me just bring you through how the platform is supposed to be used and how it actually looks like. Let's go. Alright, so this is what you first see when you log onto DXtrade. Now, do note that this is a web-based training platform, meaning you click a link and then you enter it on your browsers, be that Google Chrome, Brave, or Safari here on MacBook. You can access this training platform without needing to download any apps on your phone or your laptops or desktops. It's just a browser, so that's something that's really convenient for the people that don't want to install any apps, right? So this is what you first see, and let me bring you through the sections real quick. Now, this is the default view, right? This is what you first see when you log onto the X-Rate. On your left, you have a more, wide overview of all the assets that you can trade, like Forex, crypto, commodities, and this in the middle here show charts. And on the right-hand side, it is still your watch list, but this one is in a different view. It's a bit more zoomed in, and it allows you to place trades straight off the current last done market price. And at the bottom here, you have your trade manager. Okay, so first things first, the layout looks a bit confusing. Let's change that. So when you go to any of these rectangular sections, right here, you go to your top left-hand corner of any of these boxes, you see like 6 dots, and that allows you to actually drag and amend the layouts of these boxes and the squares right here. So you can pretty much just amend them to whatever size that you want, and you can also change the width of these boxes if you want to. If you want some more expanded, if you want some more minimized, do so. But I'll keep it a bit simple and I'll remove one of these sections right here. But don't worry, I'll teach you how to bring them back when you want to. Okay, so I'll just go to close this watch list. And now we have a bit of cleaner section, your main watch list, your charts, and also your trade manager. Okay, so that's how you kind of change your layouts. You can also save your layout by going here and saving your layouts at the top right hand corner, and then you can see all of these different things are preset and puppy layouts, but you can save this layout by clicking on it and maybe saying your test and save it. Now just go back. It should be on your sections in my layouts right here, and you can load it whenever you want to. Okay, so that's how you kind of move around your layouts according to what you want. Alright, so here in the DXtrade, I'd say the cool thing is how flexible it is. Essentially what I mean by that is, wow, you can see that it's segmentized by, 3 sections right here. And, essentially all of these sections and these rectangles and these squares, these boxes, you can actually move them and add different elements to it. What I mean by that is right here, this is on the left-hand side, the default watch this position, but if you wanted to add more things to it, you just go to this plus icon at the top, and then you just go and add every single thing that you want here, every single metric. If you want a chart, right here you can add that. It brings up a new chart. If you go to this typical chart section, you go on to add your order history. You can do so right here as well. Things like that, they are normally segmentized, like things like watch this on the left, trading on the right. Down here you have your trade manager, things like your positions, your orders, your history. And essentially what this means for the DXtrade is it allows you to really customize layout according to what you want, right? Compared to some other platforms like CTrader or MetaTrader, which is a bit more locked in place, this quite literally allows you to move every single square or section to where you want it to be, right? So that's really neat. If you accidentally closed something and, oh my God, where's my watch list? No problem. Just go to your chart. You go to add your watch list. And then now you have two, and you can segmentize it by dragging them together, right? So right here, boom. Or you have your watch list and also your charts right in the same spot, right? So you can change it, amend it. We can really suit your individual needs and wants. That's neat. Alright, so first off, let me bring you through the watch list section, which is normally found on the left-hand corner of the layout. So right here, you can see this is all the pairs that you can trade on this platform with us at the moment. It's all right down here. But if you want to maybe just choose a few pairs, create your own custom watch list, you can do so by going to this default watch list icon. You click on it, you go to My List, watch this one, or you can go to Create Your List right here, and you just put test, for example. Then it opens a new empty watch list. And if you want to add pairs, just go on to the symbol icon. Maybe you type in XAUSD and then put in gold. Now it pops up right here under a test, and it also opens the chart right here. If you want to repeat that same thing that in silver, XAGUSE, you do it as well. Then it pops up chart right here for silver and gold. Okay, you have your bid, ask, change, and all those things right here. You can also amend the width of the articulars right here. And also you can choose your minimum to maximum value for a certain metric. Okay, can also change the size or the outlook, or not the outlook, but like the view of the watch list into this, which is what we saw just now, right? Let me just add in something that's open right here during the weekends, which is crypto. You can see once you add in this, you can kind of just alternate between these two asset classes. You can trade buy or sell with a set lot size or any lot size that you want. And then I just take buy or sell. Let me just take buy right here, and then you can just click buy straight off the bat from your watch list. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you alternate between the layouts for the watch list. If you want to maximize the window, you can do this right here. It maximizes it, right? Huge. Okay, but if you want to minimize it, just click it once again. Okay, and now it's back. I can move the layout once again right here, and if you want to close it, now just click close. That's neat. That's neat. All right, now first things first, let's go through the top bar right here, essentially right next to the DXtrade icon. You click on chart, it brings up the charts. So let's just say you close all your charts and you're like, oh my God, where are my charts? No problem. Just move your mouse, click chart, and now it's back, and you can now amend it to its original position. All right. Position essentially just brings up the tab down here. If you say you close everything, you click on positions. Now it's back. Boom. Just move it to the bottom once again. Now it is back. Okay. Watch this same thing. It just opens up whatever is here, and go to accounts. This is showcases to you all the different things that were down here in the trade manager section. You go to my account, orders. Down here you can drag them, merge them together. You click to order history, same thing, drag them once again. So that's for the trading accounts metrics. Okay, right here for tools, this is essentially, once again, it brings up all different things like watch list, market depth, time and sales of your trades, your trading journal, your dashboard, and trading view in itself, right? So you can actually either click on them, say you can watch list, it brings up watch list, but you could also close that. You go to your tools, you want market depth, so drag it and pull it wherever that you want it to, right? So market depth right here, let me just pull up Bitcoin USD. So and this just shows you the level 2 data of your asset class that you want to look at, things like your bid and ask and your buy and sell orders at every single price. And you can also trade through them. Let me just close this to make it bigger. You could also trade through these prices by clicking on them and then, setting up your orders and all your different information, which I'll get to in sec. Right, so that's tools, okay? One-click trading, once again, just allows you to click by yourself instantly through these prices without, without needing any sort of confirmation, okay? This here is your balance, equity, P&L, and all those things right here. You can alternate between USD or Euro in terms of your trading balance and all of the informations that you see in your account. Is it denominated in USD or is it in Euros? Can do so here. You go to your account right here. You can see I have currently 2 accounts linked to 2 demo accounts linked to this specific trading account right here. And you go to the top right hand corner. Here you can actually pull your layouts or load your layouts and save your layouts that you have amended right here. And this just essentially brings you to the settings right here. So your T&Cs, you can open a live account through DXtrade, through your broker or through us, which is your chosen prop firm, your account statements, price alerts, light team, right? Oh, this is not good to look at for me. Dark team it is, okay? Log out, or you can also change your sounds. All right. If you want to have your platforms see any sounds upon order types, orders being placed, stop loss being hit, TP being hit, all of it can be amended right here. Alright, here we have the tools section. Let's move my mouse here, tick on it, and expands all these different things that you could use for your own trading. Let's go through them one by one. First off, you have your watch list, which I went through just now, so I won't bother going through it again. Next, we have the market depth, which if I click on it, it pulls up essentially just level 2 data for an asset class that you are interested in looking at. So this means you can actually buy or sell right from clicking any of these prices right here, according to the buying and selling volume at any price. For example, if I want to buy at this price right here, I'll just click on it with this lot size, or I could also amend it if I want to, right? And it just sends the order straight and enters you at that price, okay? So that is market depth. Let me just close that. Second, you have time and sales. Here you can see all the information for the metrics of time and sales for your trades right here. Just close that. Next up, we have alerts, which is setting price alerts, right? So let's say you want to set an alert for when you're not looking at the charts. You want to be notified when, price hits a certain level. You can do so by going to create alerts, right? You can click on, let's say Bitcoin, since it's moving right now. Let's say I want to put an alert at 97K. You could do so right here. You can go bid or ask, above, below, at, things like that. Okay, add one more condition as well if you want to, but let's stick with one for now. You can also put it to a GTC order, which means good to cancelled, or you can also set an expiration date for this price alert alongside a description. Okay, so let's just say create, and then now you can see the price alert has been created and it's currently active. And you can also filter your alerts by going to all or just your active alerts right here. Okay, so that is for the price alerts. Next up, we have the trading journal, which is essentially just what trades you've entered and exited at. Let's go to Bitcoin right here. Let's just click buy. Right, you can see that order has been filled. It gives you this drop down message, and it also shows you on what trade that you put on what symbol, which site it's on, things like its bullish effect, news, impulse, strategy, market events, error, can tag this trade right here according to if it fits your strategy, or if it's a new trade, or if it's an impulse trade. You can do all of that right here in your trading journal under tags. Okay, so that's pretty neat. That in itself is already a trading strategy tracker according to your trading activity. Right, so that is it for Trading Journal. Next, we have the Trading Dashboard right here, which essentially just shows your total trading hours, your average risk roll ratio, your win rate, your max drawdown, how many trades that you have had. So I'll just go to close this Bitcoin trade that I just placed just now. It's not looking too good, but I'll just close it. Right, I'll go back to Trading Dashboard right here, and this should update in a bit. Right, has been updated. Just close it and just cool that up once again. Right, so now you can see that it has been updated, and I've traded one trade on Bitcoin with no return so far. Okay, and overall PNL is negative. Okay, you can actually filter it by symbol as well. So if I go to like pound dollar, click on it, obviously there's no trades for GPUSD as of now. But if I go to Bitcoin, which I just place a trade, I actually have a trade on it. And refreshed it. Is it refreshed? Nope. So yeah, so basically this is what the dashboard looks like, which is really cool, and filtered by asset classes as well. So commodities like gold and silver, like crypto. Yeah, so essentially you can filter it by not just your specific asset class, but also by your asset type. And you can see all the information that is available for you to see right here. Okay, now that's it for a trading dashboard. Now for trading view, there is, I think, one of the coolest parts of the DXtrade is that they have integrated the charting of trading view right here, and you can also place trades off of this UI. So it opens a new tab right here under trading view. If you tick on it, so let's just go to Bitcoin, click on it. It's just like trading view, and you can actually enter and exit right off of these charts right here. So technically you could just trade off of this section right here. You don't even need to look at the built-in chart for the DXtrade. You could just go to your trading view charts and trade off of here. Okay, and what I mean by that is all of the trend lines, all of the stuff is right here. If you don't use any like custom made Pine script indicators on TradingView, you can just make do with the normal indicators right here that is by default on TradingView. All right, if you're just like a price action trader, all of these look very familiar if you're TradingView, and that's pretty much all you need, right? So things like trend lines, things like FIPS, it's all here. Click on draw the volume profile, delete it, done. Right, if you want to place a trade, just click buy, and then it just looks like what you would look at in TradingView. Okay, if I'm going to buy one lot of Bitcoin, here I've entered right here, I can TP up above, stop loss down below. Right, so I've modified my TP, I'll fight my SL. Here you have it. Okay, so this is essentially the TradingView trading on the DXtrade. Like you can also add multiple charts, right? Like you need TradingView Premium to use all of these different things, right? All of the charts you need premium. Like this is crazy. Like you can just do a charting right here. And the cool thing is, I realize if you click on the camera icon right here and you copy your link, you can actually share this link by going here. You can actually share this link, which is crazy, right? This is a link that you can share with anyone else with your name, covered. So that's pretty sick. Okay, so I'm gonna close my trade right here. I'm losing money, but it is what it is, first position. And you can see it just looks neat. This is why I say, like, even though the extra at first to me felt whack, but after I used it for a bit, I realized, this is pretty neat. This is pretty cool. So you could do your charting here, assuming you don't need any external indicators, just pure price action. Could do your charting right here. And you're free to go. You trade right here off of the DXtrade using a trading UI. That's neat. I think. Right, now let's take a look at placing a trade. Right now, there are a few ways to place a trade. The first one is your typical, you go to your watch list, you go to your pair, click on it, right click, you can see it pops up by yourself. let's say I want to buy Bitcoin. I click on the buy order right here. I want to place a buy stop, okay, of how many lots. Let's put 0.202, and then it shows you what margin you need. If I change it, it shows me that I need more the higher lot size that I go. I can choose the stock price to be at 97K for Bitcoin, and I can choose it to be a good to cancel order, day order, or good to day order, right? So I can choose all of that. I can also click the protection orders, which brings up the segment for your stop loss and take profit. Okay, so if I click on stop loss, I want it to be at 95K. It shows me that if I enter a buy at 97K with my stop at 95K, if a loss size of 0.01, I will have a loss of around $20, which is 0.02% of my total balance of 100K. Right, it shows you how many pips, what your losses is, and how much percentage of the position you are risking on this rate. Now, well, let me go to take profit. Let's say I want to TP at 100K, right? It also shows you the exact same thing, right? So how much money I will make, how much percent of that is it according to my balance, and what's the total pip count, okay? So I put send order, and then it'll pop up under or orders right here. Okay, so down here, I personally like to put this section as my trade manager. So my positions are here, my orders, my order history, all of it you can see right here, buy-ins and sell-outs. What was the buy for, or what was the sell for? All of it can be seen right here. Like, is it amending an order position, like a buy stop loss, or a buy take profit? All of it can be seen here. Was it a working order? Was it a field order? All of that can be seen right here in detail under order history. You can also go to trade history. Once again, this is for the trades that actually failed and, not your working or canceled orders. Okay? You can add more metrics if you want to. You can even open a chart down here if you want to. That just looks horrible. I won't do that. But I like to segmentize my layouts according to sections, so I know that this is my watch list, this is my charts, and this is my trade manager. Okay, if I open a position right here with one-click trading enabled, it just entered me in right here with the drop-down messages, and now you can see my positions are open while the buy stop that I put just now is still pending. Okay, you can cancel it by just going to this X, clicking on it, and now it's cancelled. Okay, so let me just put another buy right stop right here. You can also do it to your charts right here. You buy market, order, sell at the market price, or you can put sell limit, buy stop at certain pricings. So let me put a quick buy stop right here. Let me put it at this price, and then you can see it's working around here. So once it hits it, then you'll fill me in. Okay, I'll just close my pending order right here with all the information. You can pretty much drag them to where you want to. Okay, you can filter them. Okay, you see a stop loss take profit. That was the price was the price you entered the pending order at. It's also all for you to see right down here. If I close everything, this is my current position. I close it at. Now you can just see my pending stop order. Right, so I'll just click X, I'll remove it, and then now everything's gone from the charts. Everything is cleared off. Okay, so that's the first way you can, the first two ways. The first one is through your watch list. The second one is through the charts. If you change the preset right here, if I click 0.02, then it amends the instant access right here. This one is also part of the charts. If I just buy right here, it enters straight off the bat. My positions here, it has been entered. Now close that. So that's the first two ways. The next way is actually through your market depth, right? So this is still the watch list, right? But if I go to the market depth, you can also enter a trade right here. Put up Bitcoin, right? This is the current quantities of buyings and sellings at any price point. If you click buy at this price point, remember to amend the order. Okay, remember to amend because it follows the exact quantity that is being bought or sold at that price point. So if I pick on this these 4 lots right here, it has 4 lots. So maybe you want to amend it to your actual trading account size, and the appropriate risk should be in place. Okay, don't over risk, don't over leverage, don't over risk your account too much, right? So that is pretty much it for putting an order in. That's the few ways you can put in an order in, as well as amending the stop loss and take profits of those positions.
All right, now let's take a look at the second top bar right here. Essentially, this is your trading account. This is your main default layout. You also have different layouts right here. We went through all of this just now. Your trading journals, your buy and sell orders will all be here alongside their specific tags, right? Your technical analysis. Now, this is something I don't think most people need.
But it has a bunch of set up by default charts and indicators right here. Obviously, you could amend it if you want to, right? If I close off this watch list, I close off these different charts. I can also amend the charts right here by clearing indicators and making it my own. So if you want to separate your main layouts from your main technical analysis layout, you could do so right here. But this is the tab for that. But by default, it is those looks like a mess, right? It is those looks like a mess, but you could amend that in your own time. Trading view right here, we've been through that. This is a really cool feature of DXtrade that many other platforms may not have, which is you can actually just trade through a trading view based UI right here. Trading view, this is that trading view pop-up. And here of the trading desktop, once again, this shows you what the overall stats are for your account. You can filter it by asset classes, by pairs if you want to. All of that can be key right here. And if you want to add a new workspace, let me just put this Hitori workspace. The first off is empty because this is a new thing. You can pull up the different stuffs by once again going to charts. Now it opens a new charts. Positions, opens your positions, watch list, bang, amend them to the way that I want it to. You can drag the size and the width of the sections. Once again, it's a reminder for you all. And now you have your new workspace, personal custom workspace. Alright, now let me bring you through DXtrade's own in-house custom-made charting software in a case that you do want to actually use it. Okay, now I won't bring you through TradingView's tutorial because obviously everyone pretty much knows how to navigate TradingView. If you don't, there are a ton of different tutorials online anyway, so you can go look at that for free in your own time. But for now, let's just take a look at DXtrade's own custom charting system. So nowadays, trading systems, they won't be too far apart. All of them will be pretty nice to use. Back then, it was a different story, but nowadays it's pretty much easy, to come by, and they're all pretty much very well made. So first off, if you want to add more drawings, you could go to your, left-hand toolbar right here, and you expand it. You'll have a bunch of different drawings, and you can favorite them if you want to by clicking on the star icon, and there'll be a bunch of different drawings for you to use. Things like trend lines, right? That, extended lines right here. You can draw them the way you want to, but all of these drawings, they should be familiar to you, right? Your rectangles, if you click on them, yep, here you go. Now you have your rectangles, right? So all of these drawings are pretty much the same as you would find on every other trading platform as well. So this wouldn't be too far apart. Okay, if you go to your top corner, you can also click buy and sell right off the bat. Let me just remove all my drawings by taking on my right click on the chart and taking clear drawings to make it, a bit cleaner. Okay, the buy or sell right here. This also shows you the information of the current candlestick that you're on. So if I go to this green candlestick, you can see the information on the left-hand side corner with the open, high, low, close, as well as the total volume of that specific candlestick. Okay, So right here, you go to the time frame. You can change the time frame, and you can zoom in if you want to. This is the current time frame I'm on, which is the 1 hour, and you can also see the watermark at the background right there. You also have your chart type, so your bar charts, line charts, no hike and actually charts are all also available on this charting system, right? You have your drawings. Once again, you can also access them here. You also have your indicators, which also have of the default popular indicators. Let me just pull up a moving average. Let me click on this, double click on it, and moves it to the other indicators. And the cool thing is that it also has like a learn more icon where you can actually learn more about the indicator in itself. Like close, you have your indicators, right? But if you want to delete your indicators, you can go to indicator settings and just click delete right here. Okay, now it removes that EMA. Okay, now you can also once again change multi-charts. If you want to, you can pull up a bunch of different charts with like this is like 4 charts. Insane. You can also do that right here. Or you can also take a snapshot to share with your friend. And if you go to your chart settings, you can also amend all the information right here, like your colors, right? If you want a purple bullish body, you can do so right here. And a purple candlestick, you can do so by changing the opacity if you want to, changing the different colors if you want to. All that is here. Your trading data right here, your scales, you want to fit it or unfit it, you definitely do so right here. Invert your scales, do so right here as well. Your paddings, right? If you want more margin on the top, you can amend that to be bigger. I think the max is 30%. If only it's smaller, 5% would do, and 100% would do. That's what the padding is. It basically just fits the top and bottom or the left and right according to what size you want them to be at. We went through color, so all of this right here is pretty much the same. Can amend the watermark if you want to. You want to add it back, remove it. Cool. You want your crosshair to snap to different things like HOC. You can do so. You can see the crosshair now has a magnet where it snaps to the different things that is tied to. You want the weeks, no weeks, yes weeks. Your grids also, you can remove all the grids if you want to for a clearer chart, and also the highs and lows if you want to. Okay, which is this, I think the daily highs and lows of a specific currency. You can also do so right here. So pretty much all these things you are also familiar with, because it's pretty much the same on every trading platform. All this percentage and the log, which actually amends the a style of the price grid right there. All of this is all familiar to you. Okay, so this is pretty much it for the charting supply of things, and I hope this has helped you.